My name is Suraj Kadam and we are discussing about efficacy guidelines. The efficacy guidelines are the work carried out by ICH under the efficacy heading is concerned with the decision, conduct, safety and reporting of clinical trials. It also covers novel types of medicines derived from biotechnological processes and the use of pharmacogenetics or pharmacogenomics techniques to produce better targeted medicines. There are several efficacy guidelines. The first is E1. E1 is clinical safety for drugs used in long-term treatment. The ICH harmonized guidelines was finalized under Step 4 in October 1994. This document gives recommendations on the number of patients and duration of exposure for the safety evaluation of drugs intended for the long-term treatment of non-life-threatening conditions. The next one is E2. E2 E2F pharmacovigilance. And in that E2A is clinical safety data management. The ICH harmonized guidelines was finalized under Step 4 in October 1994. This document gives standard definitions and terminology for key aspects of clinical safety reporting. It also gives guidance on mechanisms for handling expedited or rapid reporting of adverse drug reactions in the investigational phase of drug development. The next is E2B, clinical safety data management, data elements for transmission of individual case safety reports. It means ICSRs. ICH E2B was reformed to conduct a vision of E2B guideline in 2003, and in May 2005 a revised guidelines E2B was released for public consultation. The ICH steering committee had taken a key decision that the technical specifications should no longer be developed solely within ICH but should be created in collaboration with standards development organizations SDOs to enable wide interoperability across the regulatory and healthcare communities. ICH E2B was the first topic harmonized under the new process. An implementation guide for E2B data elements and message specification was developed by the E2B EWG, which uses the ISO HL7 27953 2 ICSR message exchange standard developed by the SDOs and E2B guidelines, reached Step 4 November 2012. The E2B implementation package, question and answers and further information is available on the ESTRI page. The next one is E2B R3, clinical safety data management, data implements and transmission of individual case safety reports. There are many more ICH guidelines like E2B, EWG/IWG, electronic transmission of individual case safety reports. And next one is E2C, periodic benefit risk evaluation report. It is E2C R2, questions and answers periodic benefit risk evaluation report. Next one is E2D, post approval safety data management. Next one is E2D R1, post approval safety data management. Next one is E2E, pharmacovigilance planning, and E2F, development safety update report. And the next guideline is E3, clinical study reports, structure and content of clinical study reports. The ICH harmonized guidelines was finalized under Step 4 in November 1995. This document describes the format and content of a clinical study report that will be acceptable to all regulatory authorities of the ICH regions. It consists of a core report suitable for all submissions and appendices that need to be available but will not be submitted in all cases. The next one is E4, dose response studies, dose response information to support drug registration. The ICH harmonized guidelines was finalized under Step 4 in March 1994. This document gives recommendations on the design and conduct of studies to assess the relationships among dose, drug concentration in blood, and clinical response throughout the clinical development of a new drug. And the next one is E5, ethnic factors. Ethnic factors in the acceptability of foreign clinical data. This document addresses the intrinsic characteristics of the drug recipients and extrinsic characteristics associated with environment and culture that could affect the results of clinical studies carried out in a regions, and describes the concept of the bridging study that a new region may request to determine whether data from another regions are applicable to its population. The next one is E6, good clinical practices. Good clinical practices means GCP. The first version of the ICH E6 good clinical practices GCP guideline was finalized in 1996, that describes the responsibilities and expectations of all participants in the conduct of clinical trials, including investigators, monitors, sponsors, and IRBs. GCP covers aspects of monitoring, reporting, and archiving of clinical trials, and incorporates attended on a essential documents and on the investigator's brochure. This harmonized guidelines has been amended in 2016 with an integrated addendum to encourage implementation of improved and more efficient approaches to clinical trial design, conduct, oversight, recording, and reporting, while continuing to ensure human subject protection and reliability of trial results. Standards regarding electronic records and essential documents intended to increase clinical trial quality and efficacy have also been updated. The next one is E7, clinical trials in geriatric population. Studies in support of special population geriatrics. This guideline was finalized under Step 4 in June 1993. This document provides recommendation on the special considerations which apply in the design and conduct of clinical trials of medicines that are likely to have significant use in the elderly populations. The next guideline is E8, general considerations for clinical trials. This version of the ICH E8 general considerations for clinical studies guideline was finalized in October 2021 and sets out general principles on the conduct of clinical studies, with the objectives of the document being to the documents are describe internationally accepted principles and practices in the design and conduct of clinical studies that will ensure the protection of study participants and facilitates acceptance of data and results by regulatory authorities. Second one is provide guidance on the consideration of quality in the design and conduct of clinical studies across the product life cycle. The third one is provide an overview of the type of clinical studies performed during the product's life cycle and describe study design elements. And fourth and last, provide a guide to the ICH efficacy documents to facilitate users access. The modernization of ICH E8 is the first step towards the GCP renovation initiated in 2017. On 31st October 2019, as part of the GCP renovation plan, ICH held a public meeting entitled ICH Global Meeting on E8 Guideline on General Consideration for Clinical Trials, hosted by FDA. The next one is E9, Statistical Principles for Clinical Trials. E10 is choice of control group in clinical trials. There are E11A, clinical trials in pediatric population. Next is E12, clinical evaluation by therapeutic category. And next is E14, clinical evaluation of quality. E15, definitions in pharmacogenetics and pharmacogenomics. E16 is qualification of genomic biomarkers. E17 is of multi-regional clinical trials. The E18 guideline is genomic sampling. Then E19 is safety data collection, and the last one E20 is adaptive clinical